Fruit and vegetable growers across the county could be suffering from a sharp decrease in seasonal workers from European Union nations after the Brexit vote. Employees from countries such as Bulgaria and Romania make up most of the workforce here at Oakedene farm. They pick and pack soft fruits such as raspberries and blackberries before the harvest gets transported to shops, including our local supermarkets. But farmers are struggling to recruit and retain their workforce as uncertainty over a post-Brexit Britain seems to be making it a much less attractive place for workers from the EU. Well, the main fruit picking season might be over for 2017 and the raspberry plants here have been covered over for the winter. But according to this farm not far from Maidstone, it's becoming more and more difficult to recruit seasonal labour, something that many fruit farms rely on heavily. The National Farmers Union estimates that Britain's farms were almost 30% short of migrant labourers in September. And earlier this year, this fruit farm left up to 150 tonnes of raspberries to rot on the bushes as there were too few labourers to pick the produce.
We probably lost an income somewhere around about at least $250,000. The beginning of the year we were definitely suffering from the Brexit effect, where people didn't really want to come because they weren't too sure what they'd expect. By the time they decided to come, we had already lost crops because of this delay in getting people to come. But we're finding that whereas normally we would have people leaving and booking their place for next year, they're playing their cards tight to their chest and they're not committing.
Each year, the UK needs about 80,000 seasonal workers to harvest fruit and vegetables, and there are fears worker shortages could cause supply chain disruption in 2018.
99% of them is the exchange rate, is the saving money and taking money back to their own country, which is important. They don't want to live in the UK, they want to go back, so exchange rates are key to everything.
But growers are trying to attract new workers, and Tim Chambers is planning a trip to Bulgaria this weekend to meet potential recruits face to face. Even so, growers seem to be bracing for more severe shortages next year, along with the possibility that a good portion of their produce could rot before it gets picked. This is Louisa Britton for KMTV.